Okay, welcome back to the slightly unheated studio. Opinions are free and we're still working on it. I'm going to apologize again for the audio. We're having a little trouble finding some of our equipment, including my lav pin. So I've got to use my camera mic, or at least plugged into the camera mic. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about something, and I'm having trouble with my tiny little head focusing or trying to encompass the extremely complicated mathematics behind inflation reduction through raising interest rates. Okay, now hear me out. I recognize from my basic economic training, and I'm not an economist, so please don't take this as financial advice. But when we were going through the courses way back in the old days before the internet, that when you had inflation, you raise interest rates to dampen activity, and that would bring costs down. All right? I always found that as a bit odd. It seemed to me that it would make more sense to just increase productivity to bring the average cost of an item down so that you have better competition, which is probably better for the consumer anyways, but that's the math they used. Now here we are in 2023. The situation is a lot more dire. Proportionally, we have extremely high levels of debt compared to 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, all right? As a result, we have people who are in high debt, okay? They're also facing higher costs because of the interest rate increases, which is making everything more expensive. Now we have increased unemployment, or at least that's going to be increasing with all the layoffs. And they have a cumulative effect, and they seem to lag about 3 or 4 months before the effect of these layoffs are really hitting the economy. Now here's the thing though. If you have a family and they are in high debt because the costs for everything was so high, and you make it more difficult for them to buy what they need in any given day. I'm talking about milk, I'm talking about diapers, I'm talking about gasoline to get to work to earn a living. I'm not talking about another freaking car or 10 more TVs or that luxurious couch. I'm just talking about the basics of living, okay? And then you lay this person off because you see that interest rates, inflation is still high, so you need to raise interest rates according to the federales to quash demand. You lay the person off, and the person still needs to buy milk for the kids, gas to try to get to the unemployment office, still needs to warm up the house because otherwise you have people freezing in the freaking homes. But that doesn't cause the price of those items to go down because there's another problem with lower production caused either by slowdowns during the COVID, the big C, I'm not sure I can say COVID, and also just general reduction in production of items. So you have less stuff to purchase, you have more people looking to buy the stuff. They need to buy the stuff because they're not luxury items. The cost of the stuff is becoming more expensive, and then you're laying off people who have to buy this stuff. Now, where are these people going to go for money to pay for the mortgages, to buy milk for the kids, to buy diapers for the kids? Well, they have to go to the government and say, give us money, we need money. So the government then gives them more money, which they can either print, which devalues the dollar, causes other problems as you see, or they have to increase taxes, so take more money from people who have something and give it to those who they've basically destroyed with their policies. And you basically have a dampening of all wealth where everyone now is becoming equally poor. I don't think that's a good program. I don't think it works. Now, again, I'm not an economist. You may be a lot smarter than I am. You probably are. So if you have an answer, then please go on to opinionsaretefree.com and click on the little box that has your economic viewpoint, ? Because I'd like to know what you think about what the feds in your country are doing to stop inflation, and whether or not that's actually making things better or whether it's making things worse. Okay, again, no profanity, please, and you're not there to criticize someone else. You're there to give me your opinion. I'd really like to hear it. And I hope you're doing okay. Take care.